Mr. Tata, His Excellency the Foreign Minister and former Prime Minister of France, Mr. Laurent Fabius, His Excellency the Ambassador of France to India, François Richier, our friends from France, and the HEC Paris alumni in India. It's a great privilege to welcome you to a very special event. The formal invitation, Mr. Tata, to visit HEC Paris to be bestowed an honorary degree. Mr. Tata, I believe you and the Tata family have close relations with France. In fact, many of us HEC alumni here, during our student days in Paris, were warmly surprised to in fact discover the Tata Mausoleum at the famous Père Lachaise Cemetery in Paris, where J.R.D. Tata is now buried. Today is also special for Indo-French business relations. France is a long-standing business partner of India. French companies are one of India's leading foreign investors, having invested about $19 billion in India, across many sectors, from cosmetics to food to defense. HEC Paris is France's leading business school since 130 years and is now ranked by the Financial Times, as we all know, as Europe's #1 business school. It has illustrious alumni, so from the CEO of L'Oréal to the current French President, Mr. François Hollande. Mr. Tata, the founder of Dassault, which are the makers of the Falcon jet that I believe you're an avid pilot of, Mr. Serge Dassault, is also an HEC alumni. Mr. Tata and His Excellency, HEC Paris has been actively building relations with India. There are over 150 Indian students as we speak on campus today. In fact, the Indian students are the #1 contingent in the MBA program at HEC. Many of them have worked for the Tata Group before they went there, and some work for Tata even today. And we have an alumni here who works for Tata Motors, and I know of a few who work for TCS in Europe. So Tata, it's a very special moment for HEC Paris, and especially the Indian alumni here, that you have accepted this invitation for this honor. The honorary degree has been bestowed only to 13 individuals in the history of HEC. Exceptionally few heads of state such as Mikhail Gorbachev, Helmut Kohl, and business leaders such as Bill Gates and Jeff Immelt. Sir, you will be the first global business leader from Asia to be conferred the honorary degree. Mr. Tata, you are a role model to business leaders across the world, young and old. We respect you for your achievements, for taking Tata to the size it achieved, 8 times bigger than when we took it over, but also for taking India's most professional conglomerate global. If I can say so, but we look up to you even more because you stayed committed to high standards of ethics and integrity. And finally, we all admire you deeply because of your humility and personal charisma. So your actions have spoken louder than words, which is rare in India. But when you speak, you remind us of what a statesman in the world of business is and should be. You're an inspiration to us all. HEC Paris, its faculty and students will be privileged to hear you speak when you do visit them for receiving the honorary degree. Now, on behalf of HEC Paris, it's my privilege to hand over the invitation letter from our Dean, Bernard Ramanan-Soa, inviting yourself to address the business school and be conferred an honorary HEC degree. Ask you to say a few words from here on.
Your Excellency and friends, a little at a loss for words on how to express my gratitude and my happiness at the same time in receiving this invitation that will lead to the bestowment of this honor on me. I have shared with my uncle, Mr. J.R.D. Tata, his warmth and his closeness to France for many years. My only inability was to speak French the way he did, and to think in French, including arithmetic, which I understand is usually the mark of truly the mark of how you think as such. And I've had many, many visits to France. I love the country. and I consider it to be a great honor to be recognized by this great institution. And I hope I can, at the tail end of my life, live up to the expectations that they have expressed so, that you have expressed so kindly about me. I hope our two countries come closer together, which I'm sure Mr. Fabius would play a major role in. And I think two countries have a great deal to offer each other, which all of you have been ambassadors in your own way. So thank you once again, and I'm deeply honored and greatly humbled by this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Tata. Monsieur le ministre, est-ce qu'on peut vous demander de dire quelques mots? We have an audience which is a mixed English-French audience. Some learned French when we went.
Yes,
Others.
so I will speak mixed French-English. No, I can speak English if you promise me not to repeat that I speak English, because a French foreign minister speaking English, it's a catastrophe. Well, I would like only, in a few words, to congratulate you, dear friend, and to congratulate you for having done the best choice, because there is no better choice than Mr. Tata, and there's no better choice than HEC, because, you know, HEC is, how could I put it, the best of our school. And these ladies and gentlemen are the future ambassadors of our common French-India relationship. The Tata family and myself are really pay great attention to the development of our cooperation and friendship. It's a tradition in the Tata family, and you have proved it very in concrete terms. And for us today, France, India is a great perspective for cooperation. It is the reason of my visit to India, which is ending tonight. I have been given the opportunity to meet the new government and to design a few projects, but these projects will become realities thanks to you, the youngster. And therefore, I wish you the best. And to Mr. Tata, I would like to thank him for the permanent friendship he has shown to our beautiful country, France, and to the friendship between India and France. Thank you.
Okay, sir, I don't think we'll keep you for more time. Thank you so much for coming here today, and we look forward to seeing you, Mr. Tata, in Julian Josas in France.